Hi, everybody. Happy Moon Day on Sunday. I love it. I'm Tanya Baldwin. I'm from Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy Self. And I am also the host of Trauma Talk. And I do all good things trauma that combines witchiness, spirituality, mysticism, traditional healing, all kinds of things all jumbled up in one. I really believe that there's no straight one way to heal all trauma. Everybody needs a little bit of a different tweak. So I've researched and learned all these different ways. But in the end, I think that healing trauma really comes down to loving yourself and getting to your authentic self. Anyway, today I pulled the traditional cards. So the tarots from the Light Seer Tarot, and then two oracle cards, one from the Shaman's Dream and the other one from the Wisdom of the Oracle. So let's see what the cards tell us today. And I was actually delighted with the cards that I pulled. When you sign or when you hop on, just send me a message and let me know where you're signing in from, because I'm broadcasting to different spots. And if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the little bell so that you get notified when I go live. So the Knight of Wands is what I pulled for the tarot cards. Look at that beautiful card. I absolutely love this deck. I say it all the time. I think that it's very visually appealing. Good morning. Hi. I can't see who it is on Facebook, and whoever's posted there. It just says good morning. It says Facebook user. So if you want to let me know your name, then I can say hey to you directly. So the Knight of Wands, Light Seer, charisma, passion, spontaneity, pursuing your dreams, fast energy, enthusiasm, courage, taking inspired action, the pursuit of adventure. It sounds lovely. That's in the upright position. Now the Shadow Seer, its message would be unfocused energy, self-sabotage with fiery emotions, recklessness, the need for more self-awareness, and being cocky, which is an interesting card to come up on an Aries full moon, because Aries is definitely passionate and fiery and, an instigator or a leader, that's the first one out of the gate. So interesting. So what have you been dreaming about? The Knight of Wands gallops in and out of your reading with messages of adventure, of impulsivity, and of bravely pursuing things that inspire you the most. The passion project that you've been tinkering with, the drum circle you've always wanted to join. Allow spontaneity into your choices and gift yourself the freedom to shift your reality to match your desires. It's okay to crave new things and to run with the wind when you're feeling charged up about an idea, right? It's always good to learn new things. That's how you figure out who you are and what lights you up. And if you're wondering what passion or what purpose you have, it's your passion that leads you there. And your passion is a discovery process, right? Some of us are born, we know immediately, I love music, I can sing, I want to be a musician, and I'm going to be a singer because I have this beautiful gift that I was given. For others, it's a matter of going around and seeking out those things, finding those things that light you up and make you inspired. So allow spontaneity into your choices and gift yourself the freedom to shift your reality to match your dreams. It's okay to crave new things and to run with the wind when you're feeling charged up about an idea. Go with it. Allow this high-spirited energy to rush in and incite a wildfire of positive momentum. In shadow, this card counsels against reckless impulsivity and heated outbursts. We are all being cautious against that at this time, because with the Aries full moon, there is a possibility, Aries like war, right? Passionate. So when you're getting revved up this time, try to just put your passion into love right now because of Aries, not war. So be careful. Reckless and heated outbursts. So think about what you're saying before you say it or before you send a message. Think about it. Take a little pause before you send that message right now. In shadow, right? So we don't want all that pent up creative energy to spontaneously combust. Fan the flames and leave some energy for the long haul. Make your passion work for you while whooshing yourself towards success. So in the pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this fire with the infectious feelings of inspiration. So I'll let you see that in case you want to grab a picture and use that as your affirmation for today. Aries, I love my Aries. I'm a Sag, so I like, they're the beginning and I'm the end of the fire sign. So, we got beginnings and endings there. For the Shaman's Dream Oracle, I pulled the card number 44, Perfect Storm. The courage to step into life. So it's interesting when we combine the two, right? Following passions, the courage to step into life. Let's see what our card says. So an invitation to act now, the courage to step into life, sheltering from turbulence. When the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure you're close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around, and recognize how little of it you truly need. Let go of all those beliefs, thoughts, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things we are attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. So on full moons, which is tonight, it's all about release. We want to release the things that no longer serve us. When we work with the cycle of the moon, it is a calendar of 29.7 days that you're going to go through that cycle of setting intentions and new goals and forming new habits and doing all that new stuff at the new moon. Do your little check-in at the waxing. Then on the full moon, it's releasing all the things that don't serve you. So right now is the perfect time to release, right? Release things around trauma, release things around limiting beliefs, bad habits, anything that isn't serving you in the life that you're imagining for your future. So let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change brought by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. Ride the winds to your next destination. Embrace the rain or snow. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. There might be an opportunity, a great opportunity that you need to take advantage of right now. Carpe diem. Here, time is of the essence. It may be gone shortly, so don't hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all its terrifying greatness, experiencing the fullness of life. You will succeed. I think these are really perfect for that full moon in Aries tonight. Let's see what the third card is, because it might help us out, balance us out with some of that heat. And it's called Breathe. And I just love these cards. I think they're beautiful. And it's number 29 for all of you numerologists out there that look at numbers. 29 becomes 11. Just, Anyway, my son's trying to call me. It's a little distracting, but I'm going to continue on. Okay, so Breathe. So this is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and this deck here is brutal. This deck gives you some hard truths, and I love it. I love it because, I'd rather hard truths than, to be lulled with a lullaby of something else. Yes, a big release. For those who are Aries, with it sitting in your sun sign, and when you're looking at how the moon affects you, you should be looking at your sun, your rising, and your moon signs, because depending on how it shows up for you, it could affect those areas. For your sun sign, when it's in your house of the sun, where the full moon resides, that's your house of self, your image, and how you show up in the world. So you want to release anything that's around your self-image. Any insecurities you have around that. So for Breathe, the essential meaning is patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. The Oracle's message: patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust, breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. For a relationship message, so if you're asking for things surrounding a relationship, don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. A lot of times we try to hurry the outcome, right? We're so focused on the outcome that we don't invest ourselves in the current moment to actually experience it. Experience each moment for what it is, because a lot of times the journey is really the beautiful part. And the only thing that really matters is this current moment, because it's the only moment you can change anything. Everything else no longer exists or hasn't existed yet. So invest in the current moment. For the prosperity message. So if you're asking a question surrounding money, you have worked long and hard, your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. You are the slow one, moving languidly, yet still progressing right now in a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature, the essence of your dream, and the will of the universe. Slow and steady wins this race. You will indeed win if you relax, stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. The protection message. So this is if the card shows up in the inverted position. And I always read this in case this resonates more with people than in the upright position. So the protection message is: inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise, move out of your head and into your body, and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. And it is. We don't know how many we have. We have only so many breaths. And for some of us, there's a lot less than for others, right? I worked as a nurse for over 20 years in the industry. I've worked in a variety of different spaces. I worked as a flight nurse for many years and flew around the world. And I took people back to their home countries when they would get ill or sick when they were abroad. I flew a lady from Canada all the way to Beijing who had cancer and was dying and wanted to die at home and to be able to receive those services. I don't think that she thought that those would be her last breaths on the trip, right? But they were. And it's unfortunate when it happens. So invest in the present moment. And for the Aries full moon, right? Inspired action, just really be passionate, follow your passions, investigate what they are. It's just the perfect storm, right? It's about just waiting for that little bit of that moment and taking a breath and being here and not getting too, don't lose yourself, right? And let go of the things that don't serve you. And that's especially good on a full moon, right? That's what we want to be doing, is letting go. We can do, before the full moon crests, you can do a gratitude ceremony and you can do a forgiveness ceremony. And then once the full moon has hit its peak, which you can check within your time zone to see when that happens, then you want to go into just that full release ceremony and, let go of the things that aren't serving you. Sometimes we can write a letter about what we release and burn it. I do that in my groups typically, or sometimes I should say. It depends on the temperature if I'm going to be burning outside. But I do in my full moon ceremony that's happening tonight in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff surrounding release, and we'll look at how the Aries full moon will show up based on your sign, your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. So that's my spiel for this morning. I'm going to hop off because I've got lots of work to do to prepare for tonight to make sure that it's a good event for all. But this message, it's true no matter whether you're believing in the full moon or moon cycles or astrology or any of that stuff. But letting go is huge. Yes. You have to, right? You have to let go. I've done this before so many times in my videos. This cup, I love this cup. But if I want a new cup, I have to let go of this cup. I can't have a new cup where this cup resides. I have to let go of it. So in order for you to have something in place of, if you don't like what you have, let's say you don't like your job, in order to have a new job, you have to let go of that one that you have, or you at least have to make some changes, right? Don't be afraid to let go. I think if you look through your life and you review how it's gone thus far, you'll see that it's always improving. And that's because you're learning and growing and evolving. So I can draw a card for you, Mr. Richard Smith. I'm going to draw you one from our mean deck, though. Okay, so from this mean deck here, I'm just going to shuffle them. We're going to ask, what does Richard need to know from Spirit? Okay. And I'm looking at your name so that I get it really ingrained in my energy. Oh. Serendipity. Number 18, which becomes a 9 if you're looking at the 9s. I have family in Nova Scotia. Actually, that's where my grandchildren are. I have 2 grandsons, 4 and almost 2. He'll be 2 in January. So I will read this card for you. Let's see what serendipity has in store. Well, the serendipitous part would be I almost opened it to the right page. Almost. All right. So the essential meaning, Richard. Opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. The oracle's message: you've stepped into alignment with the greater good where your dreams and the collective dreams resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you very much. The relationship message: Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. The prosperity message. So I don't know if you're asking for something around prosperity. You are in the right place at the right time. Be grateful, for the stars are aligned in your favor and fortune is smile on you. Victory and success are yours. The choices you have made in the past have prepared you for the opportunities now before you. This is your lucky moment. The timing is perfect. Now for the protection message, and I'll read that out just in case that resonates with anyone. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. If what it was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart was supposed to be the one, yet it fell apart. Consider this: sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important message you needed to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. Sometimes sometimes rejection is just redirection to something better. Okay, I don't know how to say your name in England. I apologize. I'm just going to say England and hope that I'm right. I do love to pronounce names right. I'll pull a card for you, and then I'm going to hop off of this live, but I'll put a link in the comment section that if you want to book a tarot reading with me, you can book a link. You can book in my Calendly link and set up an appointment time with me, and we can do a full reading, completely free, by the way, the reading. Okay, so England, I will pull a card for you. I'm going to focus hard on your name and just ask what Spirit's message is. And with the card that just flew out of there as I was asking, what is Spirit's message? Between Worlds, number 3. Now, the 3, 6, 9s, they're all good numbers. They're very good numbers. But let's see what Between Worlds has to say. Okay, England? Between Worlds. So the essential meaning is transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness, no man's land. The oracle's message: between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. We all need to let go of assumptions. That's a message for all of us, right? There's a common saying, when we assume, we're making an ass out of you and me. But when you're doing trauma work, for me, it was always, what are the facts? Because at the root of like catastrophizing, mind reading, fortune telling, all of those is assumptions. And we're making assumptions based on previous experiences that we've had that were maybe negative, and we apply it as the glasses, our rose-colored glasses become trauma-colored glasses that we see the world with. So we start to make assumptions about people's facial expressions, their movements, what they've said, like everything. We make assumptions and try to apply it so that we protect ourselves. It's a protection thing, but we have to stop doing that because oftentimes we're making assumptions that are incorrect. This is a time when you are able to see what is ahead, cultivate curiosity, and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place, between what was and what will be, is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. In all fairness, none of us would be disappointed if we looked at life through the eyes of a child. It's actually the best way that you could go through life. It makes you remain curious. And when you're curious, you're open to learning new things and you are more in a play mindset, which is something that we could all benefit from. The relationship message. So if you wanted a card that looked directly towards relationship, this is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment of certainty, but rather of discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. So just enjoy the moment. Be in the moment with your relationship and explore and learn each other. Get to know each other and get to know what you like and what you want. Then the prosperity message. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you. So remember, the prosperity is when, or the prosperity message. Oops, I thought I was reading protection. Never mind. I take that back. I was a step ahead. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes from your wager. It's a good time to bet on your skills and talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've known before. Now the protection message. So this might resonate, and I'll tell you something after this message. So be mindful of your expectation. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what your spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. So sometimes when I pull a card for somebody, you might sit there and go, oh my God, that message is just like perfect. Like it's speaking directly to me. That's called a cleat-on. And a cleat-on is just a message that is meant for someone else, but that resonates so much with you that it's a message that spirit is making sure that you're getting anyway. So if that resonated, either one of those cards that I pulled for either England or Richard resonated with you, and especially the cards that I pulled for the general this morning, just take what resonates and let go of what doesn't. But anyway, I love you. Like I said, if you're on YouTube, there's a subscribe button and the bell so that you can see when I come live and you can get notified. I'm on multiple groups across Facebook and also on LinkedIn. And if you want to book an appointment with me, I will put a link underneath this video so that you can book an appointment for a tarot reading. And with that being said, just remember, when you are feeling passionate through this full moon, to apply that passion to love, not war. Take a moment to think before you send the text and make sure that you're in the right space and that you really want to say what you're going to say, because there's a lot of fiery energy there right now. And Chiron is out right now, so the wounded healer. So that means that we're going to need to be surrendering to what we're healing from. Okay, it's not healing in the traditional way that we would heal. We're going to heal by just surrender to the process. Anyway, I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And thank you for joining me. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning, in fact, and on my reels everywhere. I'm everywhere. Just find me, and you'll see me. Bye.